EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Bay State in Massachusetts. Welcome to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson up here in the booth. Greg, we've looked at this matchup, talked about the offenses, the defense. It feels like a tight one, and usually what does that mean? Special teams could be a big factor in who gets out of here with the double.
Each week when we come into these games, Mike, we probably do a disservice to just the importance of how much special teams plays a factor in deciding the outcome of these games. And you're exactly right. When teams find themselves very similar on offense, very similar on defense, all the metrics, all the stats, can you find an advantage, even the slightest one, in the kicking game, the return game, generate a turnover or a big kick return? Sometimes that little slight advantage is all you need to tip the scales in your favor.
Tag! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. Big play after big play to start this drive. 34 for that one. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. Moving to his left. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hockenson on that one. And that will lead to a second down.
And I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. So,
to the goal line and in. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Packers. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems, Mike, the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. They'll start this drive with a run, and it's Dillon. And he'll be forced out of bounds just a couple of yards short of a first down. That's a pickup of 8.
A gain of 9 brings up second and
1. From the 44-yard line, here's second down and a yard.
Here we go.
To the tight end motioning left here. It's another go with Dillon. And he'll take this one forward for about 3. And that's a first down.
First down.
Right back to Dillon. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. From the 48-yard line. Here's second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
Off the play fake. Here's Vick. Going up top. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Kinchen.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Come on, come on. Set. Viking 18. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Here comes the screen to Jones. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
He may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
And he will have a Packers first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker, and they convert on 3rd and inches.
First down, Green Bay.
He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Packers. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. The extra point is good. And the Packers move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way back. 90 yards. Touchdown, New England. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense. You watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other,
in trouble, and down he goes.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Cougar 19.
They'll start by going forward with a pop pass. That one not disguised too well. He'll get back to the line. That's it.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So after 1, it's the Packers on top. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football. They've got it with a 2nd down and 10.
On the set. Go. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Open man, it's Shaheed. That's complete. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You could see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. Picked off by Kyler Gordon. And his guys are going to be set up with a short field as they look to draw closer and perhaps draw even in this one.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
Straight ahead, they go with Dillon. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. It is 2nd and 9.
60 Bobcats. Let's go.
Here's Vick. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
Ready.
Throwing is Vick. That's caught by Dillon. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
Ready.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Running here is Dillon. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
19 Tiger.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And that'll be knocked down. It's incomplete, but it might not matter. Let's check on this penalty.
Ready. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Vick's gonna look to throw. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Patriots.
He's lined up one-on-one, and it's a mismatch from the very beginning. He's just so fast, so big. He's kind of part tight end, part wide receiver, and when you have that type of skill set, it's just going to be hard to stop.
And although it's just the 2nd quarter of this one, they'll chase the points now. Try to get things tied up. To throw is Vick. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked by the rookie out of Colorado. He's to midfield. Inside the 30. And he takes it back all the way. How about a pick 2 if you prefer? The play backfires for the offense in a big way. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
Here we go. 60 Eagles. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Go. Ground ball 80. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Out to his right. He runs with it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Ready? 18 Cardinal. 8 Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready,
Now a handoff. Jones. Past midfield to the 45. And he will score. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Green Bay. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Somebody gotta do it. I'm in. Somebody gotta do it. I take a G. Watch do it. We survived outside off from the music. Hey, turn this TV off. Ain't with my type activities, then don't you get involved. Hey, what? I mean, shit I seen, send them off. Take a risk, so take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and lieutenants for the get back. This revolution been televised. I fell through with the knickknacks. Hey, young.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Now, Vic. And open downfield, it's Johnson. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, New England. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry, what an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Patriots 18.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here's Smith to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Ready up.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll run again.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Let's go.
Back to throw. Forced out wide. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to Aaron Jones that time. Third down coming up.
Ready, set. Set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Panther 11, Panther. Hey, smash. Ready,
Now they'll set up to throw. Forced to his right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Packers going to use their final timeout now, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 38-yard
Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Ready. Cougar 19.
He'll drop to throw. Moving to his right. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. So Matt LaFleur will send out the field goal unit. Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Packers will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here we go. Ready.
To the air. It's Vick. That one complete to Johnson. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Patriots. What a half he is putting together. That's his 3rd touchdown already. This is turning into a monster game. Let's keep an eye on this. 3 touchdown catches alone in the first half. Could be a record-setting game.
70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
The Patriots
To throw, here's Vick. And that is not going to work. It's incomplete. Trying to tie the game with a 2-point conversion, but unable to do so.
Patriots 24.
This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. They go 3 tight ends here on first and 10.
Hawk 70. Ready.
Throwing now, Vick. Flushed to his left. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
And this is where the quarterback's improv skills really kind of come into play. The ability to play off-platform, throw from different arm angles. It's something that we're seeing a lot play out across the league. And yes, you have to throw from a spot in the middle of the pocket. But if you can only do that, it's hard to play quarterback in today's NFL.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
It's a game of 5. Brings up second and 5.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. And he covers some ground on the return as well. Out of bounds, past the 40-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The drive begins with a carry by Jones. inside the 25. And he will score. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Green Bay. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with a run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll begin with a throw by Vick. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Second and 10.
Cougar 19.
Quick throw, taken in. Tried to at least get back to the line of scrimmage, but doesn't do it. That's a loss of a yard and leading to 3rd down.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
On 3rd down, it's Vick. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. They pick up 17 through the air. 1st down, New England.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
On the toss, here comes Dillon. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 5. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And this is going to be incomplete. And it's great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Throwing now from the gun. That's taken in. And he is going to pick up a Patriots 1st down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Dillon. Finding room to the 20. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. 19 more on that one. And another 1st down.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, New England. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group. I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Pictures take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready? 60 by 6. Go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Now he takes off. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up. There's nowhere to go with the ball. The next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter.
It's a gain of 9.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 1.
Ready?
He'll step up and run, and that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
1st and 10.
Ready? 18.
They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with a 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
Let's go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready?
They run it once more with Jones. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Green Bay first down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment.
Come on, come on. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll go back to Jones on first down. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Let's go now. Go.
Again, it's Jones. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. New England going to take their second timeout. We'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Try and run for the first down with Jones. That's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I think the decision of whether or not you kick the field goal or keep your offense on the field, Mike, comes down to, do you have a play on your call sheet you love? Do you have a critical down, 4th down play that you know is going to work? Because if you do, now's the time to dial it up, be aggressive, and extend this drive.
On 4th down, trying to do it himself. And he's going to have the Packers first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
Here we go, here we go. 18 top, Panther 60, Panther 60.
And a Packer first down.
Ready?
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So, it's a win here for the visiting Packers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. That'll do it for us. For my partner, Greg Olson, our entire team, Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out on X at EASports_Mutt. Good night from Foxborough. Duval County, here in Florida. On the banks of the St. Johns River, we look inside Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. So good to have you here with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson getting set for kickoff here. Greg, no matter how many ways we look at this game, it always comes down to one stat, doesn't it? How you're taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it's just so crazy, Mike, that every single week, no matter how complex these matchups get and how many factors there are to determining who wins and who loses any game in the NFL, at the top of the list, the most important metric that everybody studies, can you protect the ball on offense and can you take it away on defense? And I don't think today's matchup is any different. Can you be aggressive and take care of the ball? And on defense, if you get your opportunity to take it away and give it back to your offense, you've got to make the play.
27-yard line.
Now here is Aaron Jones. And he'll get ahead for about 3 on the first play from scrimmage. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 7.
30-yard line.
Bronco leading.
He'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Get it. 70 Lions. Steady.
He dives, and what a catch for the first down. A gain of 15 and a first down. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10.
Steady.
Pushed out to his left. He's going to run it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, he's able to cover it up. It will not be a turnover, but will go down as a sack. 2nd and inches.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Ready. Cowboy 8. Hey, smash Bronco. Check go.
Up the middle, here's Jones. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Going for it all. Are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able.
His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to wrap. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
He'll start this drive by keeping it himself. And that one's going to be shut down quickly. A minimal gain.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8. Here comes the screen to Jones. And that one's just too long to get going. They'll come up and stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. That's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking them down for a loss.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. A big play for Jacksonville. And even 30 yards.
Ready? Liking, ready?
Jones. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal.
Gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal.
60 by.
So a turnover-filled first quarter has come to an end. What will the second quarter have in store? We'll have more from Jacksonville after this.
Ready, set.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll try to sneak it here. Looking to squeeze into a crease somewhere. Did not break the plane. They're going to mark him short.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
They're called in at the 2. And he's in. Randy Moss. Touchdown, Jaguars.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Unlock line. Let's go.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Kittle is the man in motion. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Back to 60, back to 60. Let's go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Now he'll air one out to the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but that is a good return. They'll set up shop at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. That is caught. And he will dive into the end zone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want a defender return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll take this up past the 40. Pick up the 5. He'll come up now for second down and 4. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. He's going to let this one go deep. That's hard. And he's going to take this one all the way into the end zone. There is a marker down. We're going to get the call, but I think this one is going to stand. Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers are on the board. It's now 14-7.
49ers 7.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. From his own end zone, Rashid Shaheed. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
He was covered by
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Back to the air again on second and 10. That is brought in. And he's going to take this one all the way. 77 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The extra point is good. And the Jaguars will take a 21-7 lead.
49ers 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets this one into the hands of Juwan Jennings. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. Hot 70, hot 70.
First down. A gain of 15. And the 49ers.
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
Hey, Cowboy in!
At the 44-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now, faking the give. He runs with it. And he is out of bounds. That's a couple of yards short of the marker. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Bronco 80.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go, strike. Hawk 70. Ready.
That's quickly out to Smith.
Henry's pass.
They face 2nd down and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw.
At the 32-yard line.
Going right sideline and complete. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
Ready.
So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close.
60 by 6. 60 by...
That's caught by Smith on the right side.
Complete to Steve Smith. Out of bounds down at the 8-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw again. To the goal line and in. Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, 49ers.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Makes the score Jaguars 21, 49ers 14.
So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. And no return here. This is a touchback.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Niners will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Ready. Bronco, go.
They'll look to throw. Now a shot here, deep middle. He's got it. And he will go all the way. Randy Moss. Touchdown, Jacksonville. His 2nd touchdown of this 1st half. Not going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the 2nd half in just a moment. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Kittle is the man in motion. Forced out wide. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Down the sideline. And he will score. Jawan Jennings. Touchdown, 49ers. that his second touchdown tonight. Well, that was a pretty easy touchdown. He was wide open, Greg. Easy chance to close the deal, and they do with a touchdown.
And, Mike, it just appears to me that's just a breakdown defensively. You can't allow a receiver to not only be so open it's an easy pitch and catch, but then to have the space to operate after the catch to finish that one off in the end zone.
That's pulled in, and they're able to tag on the two-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Evan McPherson set to
After the
kick off.
TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Hold it ready.
To the air now on 1st and 10. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream, a pick six for touchdown.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get, Mike. You're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the 49ers have taken the lead by a point here in the third.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Shaheed now to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready up. Go. Ready.
They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of one. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
60 by 60.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing.
And the rush is going to get there. He goes down. They were taking a big risk going for it from their own territory. It does not pay off, and it's a turnover on down.
18 Cardinal. Ready.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And once he got his head around, he realized he was in danger. I mean, luckily, he was able to get rid of that ball before it turned into a negative play.
They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal. Good running. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line.
15 yards. And the 49er 1st down. First and goal, San Francisco.
Go.
He'll drop to throw. Exiting the pocket right. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Moving outside the pocket. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
First down.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg their second pick 6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's 1 pick 6, but to get 2 pick 6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
Makes the score Niners 43, Jaguars 28. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Deputy Lions.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's got Parham, his tight end. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
First down. First and 10 at the
He'll look to throw. Headed left, buying time. He keeps it himself.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
And so far throughout the course of the game, I think the secondary's actually done a really nice job of taking him away. I mean, he's clearly one of their best players, one of the top players in the league. They're going to continue to find ways to target him. So defensively, it doesn't matter if he has 0 catches or 10. He is always going to be a focal point of this offense. I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
They'll throw out of the gun. Now he'll work his way out right. And he's not going to get there. Stop short. And they turn it over on downs as we get to the end of the quarter. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. The former first overall pick in 2022, Trayvon Walker, in there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive. They send the tight end in motion.
Ready.
A run up the middle with Jacobs. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up
Okay, ready?
third down.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Foye Oluokun. So they make the decision on fourth down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on fourth down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. And now it's a 9-point game, so they'll go for just 1 here. The kick here is good, so they are back within a possession. That gets it down to an 8-point game. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the ready. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Here's a 2nd and 9.
36-yard line.
Ready. Cowboy 80.
They run on the jet sweep, and this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They'll drop to throw. Open man is Jennings. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On the move left. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Let's rig. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready.
Forced out left. He'll try and get there on the ground. Uh-oh. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the 49ers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
McPherson set to kick off.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Get it. Ready.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
A loss of 6 brings them 2nd and 16 at the 29-yard line.
Here's second down. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. They're second. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the fourth. Now on 2nd and long.
Here we go. Stop, check, check, check. Gravity lying. Check, smash, check, smash. Ready.
He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They'll need to score and do it quickly. Still one timeout left. Final minute, 1st and 10. On the run to the right. He's going to keep it himself. And he'll get about 6 out of that run before being forced out of bounds.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's a turnover on downs.
And in motion here is Jennings. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll let one go downfield for Jennings. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring him 2nd down.
Buffalo 18. Nice. Drop 60. Drop 60. 19 tight. 19 tight. Warrior 70.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Again, working deep downfield. And the Jaguars are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So, a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Twin Cities and U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, the home of the Vikings. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. We've got a couple of teams, Greg, that can make it happen with the defensive front. That's going to be a huge focus on this game.
With the importance of the passing game in today's NFL, Mike, you know how great it is to be able to disrupt that timing and throw off the quarterback's rhythm. And no better way to do that than by being able to get after him, especially with your defensive line. You don't have to blitz. You don't have to bring a fifth rusher. Keep that secondary intact. If this defensive line can cause havoc in the pocket for this quarterback, it's going to go a long way towards slowing down what's been a very good offense.
And that's well done by the kicking team, who's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. Throwing to open it up is Darnold. Now, screen set up from Mason. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
And the Falcons, first down.
Darnold to throw. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get an even 20 on that one. It's good for a Falcon first down. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Oh, he's got a man running with them, and they connect. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. It is a big play there for the Falcons. And even 30 yards. Kupp in motion. On the ground is Mason. And the Falcons are going to be set up 1st and goal. Good running takes them down to about the 4.
You can see the confidence that this play caller has on his opening script. This is a textbook drive here to start the game. Nice job there by the back with a big gain. Sets up 1st and goal.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. Now, this looks like a design run. He will do it himself. He's in. Sam Darnold. Touchdown, Atlanta.
The kicker on for the
Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This fielded at about the 9. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. balanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Throwing right away, it's Med. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. The defense could not bring them down. It's a catch and run of 22 yards.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Manning. That's complete. It's Parker Washington. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take it back to the other side of midfield.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
1 quarter in the books. It's the Falcons with the early lead. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Vikings football as we begin this 2nd quarter. And they are facing a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's May. This one intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
If you're going to run this route against quarters coverage, Mike, you have to do a better job of running the route flatter. The quarterback is going to trust that you are going to uncover right when that guy comes out of his break, but he rounds the route just a little too much and ends up being a costly mistake.
Quick throw on the RPO. It's McLeod. And he will go all the way. Ray McLeod. Touchdown Falcons.
Well, on one sideline, you're ecstatic. You couldn't have dreamed up a better start. 2 drives, 2 long touchdowns. But then across the field, they've got to answer some hard questions. They've got to figure out exactly what they're doing wrong defensively, because if there's one thing in the NFL, you cannot give up big plays, and you especially can't give up big plays for touchdowns.
The kick is good. Makes the score. Falcons 14. Vikings nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Great coverage there by the kick team. He's down inside the 10-yard line. Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. Big gain, and that changes the complexion of this drive all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play after being backed up. 52 yards. Off the play fake, it's May. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Here's a second down and 7 from the 37.
The Falcons' 37-yard line.
May to throw again. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Falcons will have great field position as they take over at their own 45. To throw on first down is Darnold. Now he'll run. And he's going to be taken down, but there is a flag on the field. You wonder if that was a push-off. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that first down play.
It's a gain of 14 and brings up second down at their 48-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Darnold. They'll look to set up the screen here. Now inside the 25. And he will score. Jordan Mason. Touchdown Atlanta. What a pretty touchdown that was. Nothing looks nicer than a well set up screen, and that was executed to perfection.
Mike, the key to any successful screenplay is the timing between the offensive lineman getting out and where the running back is when he catches it. You'll see it here played out perfectly. He gets the escorts out in front of him, gets the key blocks he needs, all the way down for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And now problems on the kickoff. This ball goes out of bounds, and a flag comes in. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Working out of the gun, it's May. Now, a deep ball here for Ridley. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20.
Their own 1-yard line.
outside.
He takes off. And that's going to be shut down quickly. He'll get this one only up to about the 2.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. A pickup there of 28 yards.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play calling. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They'll go play action with Darnold. Flush to his right. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. And that is incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up second down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
Throwing on third down is Darnold. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
A bit of an odd decision. They go play action on third and long. That's not typically an area that you see a lot of play action used. There's really no threat of run, and all it did was give that defensive front enough time to get home and likely put an end to this drive.
And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. Maynard on 1st and 10. He's going to look downfield once again. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball's over 60 yards in the air, and I won't be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And it's a poor kick here. Doesn't even make the landing zone. So that means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw now, May. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
All right, Mike. Mike. You know me. I tend to be an offensive guy. So if we're taking a big shot to start this half, I'm thinking touchdown. But rather, we go interception to begin the second half. Now, still an exciting play. I think we're going to see both sides willing to continue to take these risks, take these chances throughout the rest of this second half.
And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down. That's a loss on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Here's a designed run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight. But nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Look wide. Get this one complete. And he's going to have the first down. Just past the marker. It is first and goal.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
To the 5-yard line.
A pickup of 2 brings up second and goal.
Second and goal. Tight end on the move left. Kupp in motion. On second down, option going left. And he will take it in himself. Sam Darnold. Touchdown Falcons. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown. And, Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Short kick taken just inside the 20. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's May. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Keanu Neal. And he is going to score. A pick 6